Hi, and thanks so much for joining me. Today we are talking about a haul which is called The List, and the list is comprised of 3 categories. One is research, and so what are those new things that are on the market that I'm testing out, that I purchased to see if they are worth your money, and things that kind of looked interesting. The second category is renew or replenish, which means that those are things that I am just restocking because I've run out. They are my regulars and my go-tos and things I rely on. And the last category, the third category, is replace. So what are those new items that I have been researching and I've decided they are better than my current routine. So if there are favorites that I've been using for years, they are being bumped because of these new products, and I have a few right here, so that'll be interesting to see at the end. So if you're interested in a long video, this one's going to be long. It is September and October, so there's a lot of stuff right here. It's going to probably take a while. So if you like long videos, please get yourself a snack, get cozy by the fire, or if you're like me, when I know there's a long video, put your gloves on and get cleaning, because I love to wash the dishes. I love to clean bathrooms while I have long videos on, because I know that I've got something keeping me company while I'm doing those tasks. So if you enjoy that, like my stepdaughter does, like I do, please go ahead and get settled in. And if you have anything new that you would like me to research, I'd love to hear from you. I have some communication that I've had on Instagram with some people about some products that I will actually be testing next week because of their suggestion. And then if you want to leave a comment down below, I will also communicate with you there. I'm happy to try the new things that are on the market. I know what I like, but I'd also like to know what you would like to see. So if you're interested in this long video, please keep watching. Okay, we're going to jump right in with our first category, which is research. And I think that is the majority of my pile right now. So many new things came out. As you know, the Master Palette by Mario came out, and I did a little first impression and demo on it. It has some beautiful colors that are really exceptional on my skin tone, but I'm sure will work for other people as well. They are neutral, but they're still really interesting. So you can take a look at my video down below if you'd like to see more about that. The next item I bought, I also posted on Instagram. I do post almost every day on Everyday Edit XO, and this is the Tatcha, bestseller set, and it's the Art of Geisha Pure Skin. So there are 4 products in here. This one is kind of a cult favorite, and it works really well for dry skin. If you have oily skin, I don't know if you're gonna love it because it is really moisturizing. And I forgot that I actually had it, so now that I remembered I had it, I will try and see if anything makes it into the rotation. Now that it's really dry, I've taken this product and I just finish off my skincare routine with it, and it kind of seals everything, and my skin really seems to like it. So I'm interested in trying the other items. It is a $75 value, but it is only $59. Not only, that's still expensive, but this is some pretty nice skincare, so you might want to give that a try if you were ever interested in any of the Tatcha products. I need to step out of my comfort zone with lipsticks, so I bought a few lipsticks, and I bought the little ones. Like, I think I have 3 little sets, and actually one more is on the way. The NARS Lip Velvet Glide. The NARS something glide. Anyway, it is coming. It will be the next video. And I like the idea of that one because I don't really love liquid lipsticks. They're super drying on my skin. But this one is supposed to be a little bit more hydrating. So we're going to give those a try. 6 come in that one, and I will, again, post that video next week. And so I have the Bite Beauty with 4 lipsticks. I posted this on Instagram as well. And there are teeny tiny little ones, not as small as the next ones I'm going to show you, but we've got Fig, Pepper, Honeycomb, and Nori in here. I'll swatch them on my actual lips and see how they feel, because I also have pigmented lips, so that influences the color. So the color that you see on me will look very different compared to somebody who doesn't have much color to their lips. And then we'll test how opaque they are, test the opacity of them, because sometimes my lips will still shine through even though it's supposed to be providing color. Okay, the next set is really cute. It's the Matte Revolution Mini Lipstick Charms by Charlotte Tilbury, and I saw this last year. It's a little holiday set, and someone commented on how small they are, and if you take a look at them, they are really small. Really cute though, so if you have girlfriends who love makeup, I love this brand. It's very high quality. Most of the items that she has produced that I've tried are things that I love. I think there's maybe only one thing I don't really like, but they come in 3 colors: Red Carpet Red, Amazing Grace, and Very Victoria. You can see really how tiny they are. But I'm loving this color, and I'm not a red lip person, but I don't have a red lipstick that I can rely on that I know will look good. My lips are very prominent, so I have to be really careful about bold lips, but I think I need to start giving them a try, so I will try those on as well. The next one is, oh, speaking of bold lips, Sephora favorites give me some bold lip. And there are teeny tiny little ones in there. I'm curious to see because there are 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in there. And they are by Tarte, Laura Mercier, Sephora, Ciate, Kat Von D, and Bite. Oh yeah, they're pretty small. Ooh, check this one out. It's purple. Is it purple? Whoa. I don't know about that one, but we will try. But look at this one. That's really dark. So that'll be my next one, just to see. This is definitely out of my comfort zone, but the price was $28, and I thought that it was a good deal just to try because, you know, some of these lipsticks cost $24 individually, $28 individually. So I thought that that would be a good thing to try without wasting too much money. The next thing is a Jeffree Star lipstick. It is a velour liquid lipstick. I haven't tried anything by Jeffree Star. I've heard really great things, but I've never been able to get the colors that I wanted because they were always sold out, or I just was bad timing. But this one came out. This one came out. It's Leo. I mean, it looks like, it's like a Your Lips but better. But I'm really interested in the formula. I only purchased one. I want to see how it feels. I have 2 liquid lipsticks I think I will wear if I have to, knowing that they're long wear. But I just really don't like the way they feel, which is why I'm hopeful for the NARS product that's coming in. Finally, for lips, I have a few items by a company called Liquid Courage, and the reason I stumbled upon them, or maybe they stumbled upon me, is that I posted the, I think it was the Lash Curator little mini video on Instagram, and they commented on it, and then I went and I looked them up. So if you ever like or comment anything on Instagram, I will actually look you up and see what your style is like, and if you communicate with me, I will definitely communicate back with you. But these colors were something that they suggested because I said thank you, and I took a look at their website and asked them if they would suggest a couple of colors, and she said sure, I'll tag you. And right away she was tagging me all these pictures, tagging me, yeah, on all these pictures so I could see what they looked like on people. And they suggested Beige and Plum in these liquid lipsticks, and then also in this classic matte Forever Young. So I like the idea of Forever Young. And they showed this one with 2 different people with totally different skin tones, and it looked good on both of them. So they are a kind of an indie company out of the Bay Area, so I'm really interested. Hopefully I'll like them so I can support them even more, but I thought I'd give them a try. I bought these 3. So I just posted this one last week, the Tom Ford. It is called the Eye Defining Pen, the liquid liner, and I love this thing. I don't know what they did to it. There's a weight to it that feels really good, and then just the precision on the actual, I don't know what kind of, is it a felt? I can't really tell what the material is, but it gives you a lot of control that you don't get in a normal, like a drugstore or even a higher end. So a lot of people said that this was their holy grail on the ride or die tag, so I thought I had to try it, and I love it. I've used it a few times since I got it, but I think I will continue to use it because it is so easy to use, and it's hard to mess it up. It's really easy to mess up winged liner, but it's not as hard with this one, and I really like the color. And you can smudge a little because I have it on today. I don't like a very defined line, so I don't know if you do. It does make a defined line, but on me I don't like it, so I'll take my finger and I'll smudge the edge a little. I will I will link the video below of this if you'd like to see how I used it, because at the very end I will smudge it, and it doesn't set really quickly. Some liquid eyeliners will set too quickly and you can't do that. So this one will give you a little bit of a chance to soften that edge if you want to. The next item is another eyeliner, Xtreme Lashes by Jo Mouselli, and my sister introduced me to this. I usually use the Highliner by Marc Jacobs, and it was dried out, so I thought I'd give this a try because, I mean, I like the Highliner, but this one had a really nice creamy, almost like a grease pencil consistency. And I thought, well, to tight line would be really nice because that can get irritated. Your eyes can get really irritated. But the only thing right now that I'm noticing that I don't like as much is that this is a pencil that you have to sharpen. And when I was putting my tight line in, when I was adding it to my tight line, it was scratching my eye. I was wondering what that rough piece was, and it's part of the pencil. And the Highliner is a twist up. So if they had this in a twist up, maybe I should look. But for now, I'm using it. It's nice when you don't get that edge of the pencil on there. I also have something else I posted a video on, Hourglass Lash Curator, and then also the mascara and primer. So I'm going to keep using that and let you know if I will repurchase these pieces. This is kind of a forever thing, and if anything, if I do love it, I will buy another one. So I can have one sitting in the primer and one sitting in the mascara. I'm not at that point yet, but maybe one day. I also bought the Elizabeth and James Bourbon fragrance, the roller. I'm really kind of sensitive to smells, so that's why I buy the little ones if I can first to see if I like it, because anything sweet or too floral makes me sick and gives me a headache. So I like more masculine scents like leather, tobacco. I love those kinds of things, so I actually still prefer I'll use my husband's cologne sometimes. Okay, another thing that I tried because I was looking for some cotton pads to replace my Shiseido ones are the Ulta Premium Cotton Pads. They are not soft on your face, so I wouldn't use these on my face again. However, I did decide that they were really good for removing nail polish. They don't have any lint, so that's nice. So if you're removing nail polish and you're doing a new color after that, it won't deposit lint all over the place and get stuck in your nail polish. It's also really good to clean that Curator because it has a little bit of some depth to it, so it'll get in those grooves and really clean it out. So I like it for that, but not for my face. I also have a bunch of hair care products by Alterna. I've been loving the shampoo and conditioner, the anti-aging, and so I thought I'd try a few more things. I've got the Rapid Repair Spray, and this is just something that you spray in your hair. Like right now, my hair is just so dry. I'm getting it styled in a couple days, thank goodness. And I think I'm gonna have them trim some of this. But what this does is it moisturizes. And it's kind of like when you moisturize your face or you spritz your face with a, like say the Tatcha, spraying your face with that, it's like spraying a spray for your hair that moisturizes it and makes it shiny. So I just love, and it smells good. So I just love spraying it on because you can see it kind of just revived things and just made them look less damaged. Love that. I love this product. So that is a new thing in my routine. I didn't have anything like it before, so it's definitely a new product that I'm working into the routine. We've got the Working Hairspray by the same company. Already lost the cap. I tried to get this. I got this because I was trying to find a replacement for the Oribe hairspray, which I really love the scent of. I love the scent of Oribe products. And this doesn't have the same scent as the shampoo. And the shampoo smells very similar to Oribe. This doesn't have that smell. It's got a more heavy smell, and the hold on it is too firm. So I like the Oribe hairspray because it's really soft and it smells really good. So I don't think I'll be renewing this, but I will definitely use it. I bought the giant one too because it was a better deal. So it'll be a while before I get back to the Oribe. Okay, we also have some heat protectant. It is the Perfect Iron Spray. It protects hair up to 450 degrees. So I don't style my hair that often, usually just when I film. So right now, it's been styled, obviously, so I sprayed this in here beforehand, and it says that it is heat-activated moisture and protection. Always good to protect your hair when you can, especially if it's processed. I also have the Caviar Anti-Aging Omega Nourishing Oil, Hydration and Shine, which I will put in my hair after I take a shower. So when it's damp, I just scrunch it in the ends, especially these damaged areas. However, as it gets drier, this is not thick enough. So I went back to the agave oil, which I wasn't using in the summer. This is a really good summer oil, but now that it's cooler and drier, then I went back to the agave. We have another item, the Purity Made Simple by Philosophy. It is a cleansing oil. I love cleansing oils. They really break up your makeup, but I'm interested in a solid cleansing oil next. But I usually use a Shu Uemura product, but I missed their discount, their sale. Usually they have a promotion or something going on where it's 20% off, but I missed it. I usually like to plan ahead and order 6 of something or 3 of something for a while, so I know that I've got it in stock, but I didn't plan well. So I got this from, I think, Ulta, just to see if it worked, and it does work, but I've had it for like a month maybe, and it's already down to here, and the Shu Uemura lasts a lot longer. It's runnier, the consistency is, so you need more, and then it slides off your hands. So it's okay, but I'll keep using it, but not my favorite. I have another item. It is a Nurse Jamie Instant Uplift, and it is this tool here. It's tourmaline, 24 precious tourmaline stones, promotes radiant skin, and then there's a little booklet that goes with it that shows you how to use it. So it shows for cheeks, do this. For your chin, do this. So it's supposed to firm. I don't know if it really works, but it feels really cooling on the skin, and it's not invasive, so might as well give it a try, right? So Tati, if you watch her, she mentioned that on her video I don't remember which video, but she mentioned it, and she had a little link to, she had a little coupon on there so you could get a discount. So I thought, well, I would try it because she's talked about it a couple times and her skin looks really nice. So I will let you know how I get along with that. And then I think finally the last new item is the Bobbi Brown Moisturizer Hydrating Gel Cream. And what this is a hybrid in terms of a gel and a cream, of course. So I use a little gel by Fresh, and then I will put this on, and then I finish up with another cream. So as we transition to a colder climate, drier, as we transition to drier time in the year, this is really helpful because it just helps seal in that moisture. So I'm trying this out as a new additional step to skincare. My skincare kind of ramps up when it gets cooler and drier, and I start adding more layers on just to protect it. It gets really parched. So I think that's it for new items. All right, we are on to Renew, Replenish. So these are the items that I am just restocking, things I use regularly, things that I count on. So the first thing doesn't look very exciting, but it is the Shiseido Facial Cotton. And I love these pads, especially for toner. So they're really soft on your skin. They don't have that lint like those cotton pads that just kind of crumble when you use them. And then really good for Bioderma if you use it. So Bioderma is my first step before the oil. So I will initially just remove kind of the surface layer and then go in with the oil next. So I love these, and I miss them when I don't have them. I think they're $9, but you get 165 sheets. So if you're conservative with them, they do last a while and they just feel better on your skin. I love them. I know I'd heard people talk about them and I thought they were crazy, but then I tried them and I thought, oh yeah, they're not crazy. I love them. The next thing is the Kate Somerville Exfoliate. Now, I use Exfoliate more often than I should, which is why I think my skin feels so dry sometimes, so I'm backing off a little bit on this one. But I bought a set for $75, and I was not paying attention to the size. I thought it was a regular size, but it's a smaller size, but it's still good for travel and then kind of as a backup. But it's $75, and you also get a very large cleanser, and I'm always testing out cleansers. That is like one thing that's not as important to me is the cleanser, because I do the Bioderma, then I do the oil, and then I do the exfoliate and then a cleanser. So it's kind of like the last step just to make sure everything else is gone, so it doesn't even have to be that powerful. And then there is a goat milk. I haven't tried this yet, but it's a pretty large container. So it is, again, $75, $127 value. I got that at Sephora. My next replace is, I think, marketed towards men. It's called the Jack Black Power Peel. And they're just resurfacing pads, multi-acid resurfacing pads. And if you read the back, it says, caution, do not use directly after shaving. So yes, marketed towards men, but I think they work really well. I just use them to kind of slough off that dead skin cells, and then also just the acid works on your skin as well. So be careful though in the winter months, because your skin is drier, like mine is drier, so I'm not using these as often. But I think they say use them 2 to 4 times a week. But if you have sensitive skin, I would be careful. But my skin is only sensitive when it's dry. The next items are eye items. So things that I use on my eyes. So the first thing is Beckel. So this is my first step in eye care. So I just roll this on. It's got a little roller. You push this button. It puts product on the end and you roll it under your eyes. It says that it depuffs. It says eye bags and dark circles. Those are the things that it treats. And so I'll put one in the refrigerator. So for something like filming, or say I'm extra fluffy because I ate salt or something like that, then I'll go in and use the cooled off one. But it's for night and day that I use it. Just careful you don't get in your eyes because it stings if you do. So I'm not quite sure what's in there that does that, but it does work. It's really effective. And then the next step is in the evening for me is this Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair Eye. And I use this after the Beckel. I will just dot it on. And then it's funny because sometimes you wonder if something is actually doing something until it's missing. And when it's missing, then you realize, oh yes, it was doing something. So I had to make sure I stocked up on that. And I found a little, as you notice, I try to find deals when I need to restock. So this came with some other things. This came with a mascara and then another Advanced Night Repair, which is something that I use every night on the rest of my face, so that's really good for travel, and a mascara. I'm always willing to try mascaras out. I'm usually disappointed, but I thought I'd give it a try anyway, so I got this whole set. Then finally, I finished up with Bobbi Brown Extra Eye Repair Cream, and this stuff is like no other eye cream that I've used before. It's really thick and emollient, like frosting, like cake frosting. And I just dot it on. And this is definitely one of those things that if I do not have it, then I am just desperate to get a replacement because my eyes are so dry on my eyes. The skin right here under my eyes, it'll start flaking and cracking, and it's almost like a balm, it's like a balmy kind of consistency. So if you suffer with the dry eyes, especially in the winter, I notice it, then you might want to try this out. But if you do get bumps under your skin with the really emollient creams, you might be careful. I don't know, I haven't gotten that, but I can see where you might. But if you want to go by the counter and try it out, that would be a good suggestion. I've been using it for years now, and my sister also uses that and loves it. And she's got really sensitive skin, more sensitive than mine, and she said that works for her. Okay, we've got an Even Up Clinical Pigment Perfector by Color Science. It is my first step after skincare before I do my makeup. It's got sunscreen in it. It's my sunscreen, not mine, but it's the sunscreen that I use. It's got SPF 50, and it says it does 3 things: brightens, corrects, and protects. So it works on your skin to combat underlying causes of that discoloration, and then it's got an ingredient called Lumira. So I'm not quite sure what it does, but I do have some hyperpigmentation, so if you also have hyperpigmentation, you might want to give this a try, because not only does it prevent more damage, it also works on already damaged skin. So my skin's gotten better, but I also use a lot of products to address it, so I don't know if this alone is doing it or if it's a combination, but I love it. It's really light colored, so I have to put a primer on top. You can use this as a primer if you like, and look how light that is. It looks like definitely white on me. It's definitely not the right color, but I do love how it feels, and it smells like cedar, like a sauna. So I really like the smell of it too. Some people don't like it. I like it. I have restocked my retinol. I'm on 1.0 by Skidmedica. I was started out on 0.5 for probably about a year, and then I just kind of upgraded to this. My husband even mentioned, he said, when I said, look, my skin is coming off, he said, maybe you're using too much retinol. And I thought, oh yeah, maybe I am. So I kind of backed off again on this too. So anything that exfoliates, I've kind of taken a break from to let my skin recoup. So if that's happening to you, especially at this time, you might want to step away from it just for a little bit and kind of reintroduce slowly to see if your skin can handle it. Because it was like cracking where I could feel maybe it was going to start bleeding. That's how bad it was. But now it's much better, and I probably have taken a break from my exfoliants for about a week. The next thing is the Clinique Bottom Lash in black. So it's got a cute little teeny tiny wand like this. And I love it because it just grabs, I don't know if you can see, but it grabs all your lashes. Sometimes it's hard to get in the corners, but I know it seems silly to have 2 mascaras, one for the top, one for the bottom, but it really does make a difference. So I love this and miss this when it's gone. Okay, I think that's it for replenish. I think so. Okay, moving on to the next category. All right, last category, my favorite category. This is the replace. So what are those things that are outperforming my favorites? And I have a few right here. So the first one is a serum. Well, it says it's an essence. I think of it as a serum, but it's Shu Urmura Tsuya Skin Youthful Radiance Generator. And I talked about it in the last haul because I just purchased it. And it has these amazing claims like in 7 days, your skin will look brighter, it will look more youthful, it will look more even. And I thought, yeah, okay, whatever. But it is doing something. So again, I use so many products, I can't isolate which one is really doing all the work. But I was using even a prescription grade topical thing for my darker spots, my hyperpigmentation, and I kind of wanted to stop using it because I don't like using things that are that strong because I don't think they're good for your body. But so I did. I stopped using it, and then I've been using this, and it hasn't come back. Like, I get dark spots here. Here I get these, like, I call them kitty whiskers. It's not hair, but it's just these dark marks that look like kitty whiskers on my forehead. And then also I really had a dark brown spot here that's completely gone. I think that's from the prescription medication, but this has maintained it. So far, I think my skin's looking really good except for the dryness, and I think this might have something to do with it. So if you're in the market to look for some kind of essence for your skin to do those things, you might want to check this out on their website. And I got the bigger size because it was a better value, and I thought, I love Shu Uemura products. Most of them are really high performing, so I thought I'd take a chance on this, and I'm glad I did. So that has replaced an essence, so to speak, or a serum. So maybe it's more like I added it instead of replaced something. Okay, the next item is Tarte Shape Tape. So I've tried so many concealers because of my hyperpigmentation, and so many of them don't work. And I've tried high-end, I've tried drugstore. My last favorite one that I've been using for the last couple of years is NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, and I know a lot of people love that one, but if you haven't tried the Tarte, you should, because I don't know what they did and that's magic in here, but there's some kind of magic in here, because you put this on, it's opaque enough to cover up dark areas, and that's my concern. I don't have like breakouts or things that I need to cover up, or I don't really highlight or anything with them, but I do need them to cover things up, and they do, and it looks like skin. It's not like thick and texturized, because sometimes I know that can happen. Sometimes I know the colors are totally off. Like, their range is really small, so I was concerned that, like with Urban Decay when they came out, that I wouldn't find anything for me. But even with these colors, they work. They have a nice peachy tone, so if you have dark spots like me, they will cover them up, but also not, how can I explain this? So sometimes with a concealer, if it's the same color as your skin, the more layers you put on it, it looks gray. I don't know why, but it doesn't look like your skin color. It just starts to look gray the more layers you add. So I don't know if anyone's experienced that, but I know I have. So there's a little bit of peach in here, so it combats it, but it also melds with your skin. So on a regular day when I don't have all this makeup on, I'll go ahead and just put some primer on, and then I add this on, and then some powder, and I'm done. So I don't even put foundation. That's how good this stuff is. So I've got it in medium, which I put under my eyes, and then tan, which I put on the other parts of my face, like forehead, these spots right here, here, and here. So I don't know if you can see them through, but you shouldn't be able to, because this stuff is magic. So no creasing. I don't get creasing under my eyes, nothing weird like that. So if you have not tried these, you should. Again, magic. I don't know what they did. Finally, the last Replace product has been my go-to favorite ever since I bought it. It is this, the beautiful Hourglass Surreal, I was going to say Ambient, Surreal Light Palette. And it came out, I can't even remember, a month and a half ago maybe. I posted my first impressions and demo on this, and thank you for all of you who commented that you appreciated that you were able to see it on a different skin tone, because I wasn't sure I was going to be able to see these colors on me. They look pretty light. Well, first I was afraid that this was going to be too light on me, and then it would look really powdery. I have it all over my face now, so as you can see, it doesn't look like a powdery layer. This is finishing powder. This I didn't think was going to show up on me, but it turned out it's actually my favorite color in here, because it gives a really nice glow. So what can happen with a light color on darker skin is that it looks like you have powder sitting on your skin. I don't like that. So to find a really beautiful kind of flush of a color like this for people who have some color to their skin already is difficult. So this Hourglass, if you'd like to make this in a separate pan, I would like to buy it from you, because if you don't like any of these colors, this one, I don't think it's worth $80 for this teeny tiny little thing, but it's worth a lot. I would definitely pay, you know, the price of whatever their blushes are right now. I can't remember how much they are, but if they made this, I would buy a few. So this one I love to just pop on the cheek. I did that here as well. And then the highlight is beautiful. I have that on as well. Right here, on the sides of my foreheads, Cupid's bow, all the typical places. And it's really nice. It looks like it's too dark. Like, it looks so dark compared to this, but it does serve as a really beautiful highlight, especially if you have more golden skin like me. And then it doesn't have that thing that some highlighters can do, which is emphasizing texture. So if you have any bumps, or if you have any fine lines or dryness or anything like that, sometimes that highlighter just makes it look way worse than it is. But this does the same thing that other Hourglass products do, which is blur the surface of your skin. So I love this. I think it's really beautiful. Probably become my favorite highlighter. I have one of the other ones by them. I can't remember which one, but this is the one that I use. And then this bronzer, I don't know. I haven't been using it as much as I should, but it still looks purple to me. If you look back on the video, I will link that below too. It looks a little purple, but I have other bronzers that I like better. But out of all of these, I use this, and not this. But I did bring this with me on a trip, just like I brought these. So these were like my main face products that I brought with me on a trip, in addition to foundation, and that's all I needed. So it's become my daily go-to. And so I'm afraid of what will happen when I can't get my hands on these products. So if you would like to make this also part of your regular collections, and then maybe give me a chance to change out this bronzer, Hourglass, I would love it. But if you have a makeup lover in your life, you know they love Hourglass, you know these products work on their skin, I would definitely get this for them as a holiday gift because it is beautiful. I love it. It's probably become my favorite product of the year, I would say. Ooh, that would be a fun video to do, favorite products of the year. Maybe I'll do that one. But right now, yeah, I love this thing. I love it. More magic. So we have a few magical products. Maybe that is the criteria for things that replace my favorites, is that they have to have magic, which these do. I think that's it. Oh, I think we are done. So please let me know if you liked this long format because it was very long. Like I'm imagining it's probably 20 something minutes, between 20 and 30, so that's really long. So please let me know in the comment section if you enjoy a longer format. If you don't enjoy a longer format, then it will be shorter next time anyway because it will only be 1 month and I have to slow down with the purchasing because this is a lot of stuff even for 2 months. So if you learned something, if you enjoyed it, if you saw something here maybe you want to try, or maybe I give you an idea maybe you don't want to try it, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and thank you to those of you who already have subscribed. I really appreciate it. I love to see when you're subscribing, and then I like to see who you are. So welcome to the new people, and please subscribe if you haven't already and you would like to, and I will see you next time. Thank you.